Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Manhattan map, and we've got Mage from NWA clan. He's in the Kamikaze 50T. This is a tier 9 medium tank. That's a reward from ranked battles. You can get it in the ranked battles shop with bombs. And so we haven't seen many battles of this tank, so quick look at the gun. 105mm APDS is the standard round. 1478 shell velocity, which is pretty good. Average damage 320. And we've got penetration of 268. And treatment rate is heat. We've got 310 pen. And same damage there, but shell velocity 1173. So pretty decent gun. And he's platooned with rocket and XY zone. So we'll see how they do, but more particularly how Mage handles this map. Now, I've seen previous battles from him in the AMX 5100, where he's been defending pretty much on the other side of the map. This is a bit more attacking side. And so obviously being a reasonable player. He's got this Type 61 who's come towards him to challenge him. Put shot into him, but mostly into his tracks, which is good. He doesn't want to go straight after him just yet until he pokes out like he does there, but he can certainly trade there because he's a better alpha than the Type 61. If he pushes out a bit too far, he could be exposed to the TDs typically up there on the shelf at B4. And obviously being lit by the Type as proxy spotting, so doesn't really want to take the risk. The Type comes out and takes another shot in, but again he managed to collect the shell from the Type 61 extract, so trading pretty well there. He's taking a bit more damage, but that Type's been reduced to a single shot if he comes out again. But Mage's team not doing too well here. They're about 5,000 hit points down very quickly, and 2 tanks down, and he has got almost zero support here on the north side. He's got some TDs behind him. They just lost their one of their light tanks, the Hawk 30, but he can't really afford to really push too hard here. He knows there's a Nudez up in front of him who's currently not spotted, probably just sitting behind a bush. When they go, just saw a tree fall in that area. And there's some other medium tanks on that line, so it is an all... Oh, sorry, I was going to say, it's a tier 8, tier 9 battle, not a tier 9 battle. So he's top tier, which is definitely a bonus. But now it looks like that Type 61 deciding to push, is he? Okay, here comes the FV4202. So Type 61 gets taken out as he comes around the corner. This FV4202 is by himself, and he's basically going to regret this charge here. He thought he was going to get a lot of backup. He's pretty much by himself. And Mage just letting him go back around the corner, but he's certainly lost nearly all of his health. And he'll get one more shot in, I think, here. Takes another shot on his tracks. There goes the FV. So, fairly short space of time, his team have managed to level up, and they're almost equal on hit points as well, so a pleasing turnaround there. Mage has already accumulated just over 2,000 hit points of damage in that short space of time. We're still in the 5th minute of the game. But definitely it's not going to be a walkover match. And Mage is just concerned that the Udez is still in front there, and also the Hawk 30, which he hasn't spotted. But the Hawk could have easily taken up a position that he can't spot through. But Mage so far not spotted here, so that's a good sign. And it looks like he's potentially going to leave this spot because again, okay, he's got a convoy's moved up, and he's got someone to actually supporting on this particular flank. So there's a strip up there. Okay, so that one then manages to get a damaging spot shot in, and so does the Conway. So that's a good result. The strip is pulled back and gone dark. Hawk is not visible. Oh, there it is. Conway gets the kill there, which is good. There's a major shot just went high, but the strip is still there somewhere, or potentially below. They're not spotted as they come forward, so it's a good sign that the strip is retreated. And the battle's still going fairly evenly at the moment. They're on the tank up now. The points are just about even. Mage pushes up here, still not spotted. There's the Udes. Bounces the Udes incoming shot, and Udes bounces his incoming shot as well, so fair trade there, but they are on pretty even amounts of health. He's just concerned that the strip might be around here, but now he's got additional support from the charioteer, so if they push in now on the Udes, then good chance to get killed. Unfortunately, the SDA-2 goes down. And there's the strip in the background, so the strip definitely contributing. The Udes is about to die, looks like. The charioteer takes him out. And just a holding pattern here while they assess and go dark again. Unfortunately, the Conway took a hit there probably from the strip. And Mage is basically deciding to take a different route here. He does get spotted as he goes around. So want to be careful going down this ridge here, don't lose any health. But you can take another angle up here on the entry to the cap area. So even this last light tank on the enemy side's been spotted, running away. And he's just holding a shot here, trying to get on an angle on him. There he is, actually moving quite slowly. He gets one shot in, takes him down to one shot. Gets spotted, of course, in return, but he's going to get another shot in. Unfortunately, he just misses as he changes direction. And that LC runs away. One more shot. Also a blind shot. Yeah. No result there, otherwise he would have got a kill. But now they can see from the minimap they've got basically 4 tank destroyers, potentially in a bit of a crossfire. And he takes a big hit there from the WZ. He wasn't expecting him to be right there. Now you can see a T30 to his right, and he knows that the SU-130 PM and the strip are around here as well, so great idea to push out, but there's still the battle to be won. And it can be won in other areas of the map. So Mage decides to head across and use the terrain cover to stay out of line of sight of the TDs. And he's got a T10 who's actually looking towards him, but certainly not spotted him. Not great ear range there on a T10. His first shot doesn't go through, but the second one does. And he's got a chance to take that Tier 9 tank out of the game, and he does so. So with a nice Cupola shot there. Now WZ's managed to get above him on the shelf there, but luckily he was just a bit too far away to proxy spot Mage. So there was no incoming fire there to worry about. But the game's still pretty even, and we're down to the last 6 minutes of the game. Mage just being careful here. It's just caution that you can apply. There's no need to rush just yet. Wait till you got some support if you can, and try and reduce the chance of getting in a crossfire. It's pretty much what's on his mind at the moment. And he's got a renegade coming up to help, which is good. And we're just making a run down to the heavy line. The team down there have managed to get rid of the ML, and there was a T30. He's potentially got a shot there on the WZ, but he chooses not to fire. And holds his shot. He's changing his mind here. Did get lit just then. Now, hard to say what there was, but I would pretty much think it's the ELC who hasn't been spotted for a little while. Yeah, the WZ a bit too far away for its vision to have kicked in that far. So definitely the ELC is around here somewhere. But at this point in sides, time to push on and help these heavies get some traction here, but takes the safe route and heads for the lower part of the ice road. I'll keep out of line of sight from where the T-30 was last spotted. So they're in a fairly advantageous position. They are facing a bunch of TDs now, but he's got some heavy tanks here, and there's the T-30. So T-30 not being spotted by Mage, that's definitely spotted by the Charioteer. And which way is he facing, that's the question. In fact, a lot of tanks, TDs have been spotted now. Oh, there we go, T-30 facing the other way. Mage gets a nice shot in there. He's used all of his standard piercing rounds and he's switched to heat. Not much choice there. But avoids the shot from the T-30, and of course the T-30's got a fairly long reload, so he needs to push in quickly to get another shot in. Goes for the top armour plate, not the frontal armour, but it looks like that either ricocheted off or missed completely. He's just taking a chance here, gets another shot in and bounces the incoming round from the T-30, so now he's got the opportunity to get another shot in. This is going to be clear of the T-10, but he managed to get the kill. So 3 kills there to Mage, and the game definitely turning. T-30 managed to do very little damage in that particular encounter. And now there's just 2 quite dangerous TDs there. In fact, one of them's just taken out the Renegade. And they're just checking to see whether it's getting spotted. And one route definitely is to go right around, in fact, the direction it's heading. So you have a bit of low ground, that'll protect you in that top corner. And the top corner there at A0, pretty common place for a TD to hide. Most likely the SU 1:30 PM. In fact, yeah, there's the strip been spotted there. And in fact, Mage has got a shot on him, so can he get some damage here? Yes, he does, but leaves him on 124 hit points, but not for long. And he gets a little bit of a tracking damage. So Mage heading for a 5k game. This is going to be quite an excellent thing. Put some blind shots into where he thinks the SU 1:30 PM will be. Interestingly, he wasn't spotted there, so he's got some cover, but you think his camo might not hold up. But still not spotted. He's firing pretty close to the building. Not getting a result, so the Charioteer is going to come up here and most likely proxy. There he is. In fact, he's a bit further to the right. And he gets the killing shot in after a bit of damage has gone into that SU 1:30 PM. Now there's only a minute 40 to go. The ELC has not been seen, and it's interesting, the Conway's gone back to cover the base there, which is a really great move there from the Conway driver. In fact, that Conway's been very helpful through the game in getting the win here, and it's definitely going to be a win. They've got enough tanks to get 3 on cap, and you can see the cap timer will expire in 15 seconds from now. So definitely a win. He got his 5k damage and 1.6k of assisted there, so really great result there for Mage, and really carefully calculated build up for the win there. Well, for his efforts, he got the High Caliber Award and the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. He also blocked 1800 of hit points of damage, which is almost the same as his tank's hit points, so that's pretty useful. Now, most of that was on the track, so it's a good positioning. Now, team score 1523 base. It's a very nice high level of experience at tier 9. E75 did 1100, and the T30 did over 1000, so good effort there. The Conway, although he didn't end up doing a lot of damage, he was pretty helpful, particularly supporting Mage on the flank that he was on. He was there by himself for quite a while. The Charioteer obviously kicked in towards the end, and the E75 helped, and the Charioteer helped finish that off, but the Conway really stood out there in terms of going back to cover the base in case that ELC tried to cap and they would be too slow to get back in time, which is always a possibility. So great result there from the team. A good team effort overall. And on the enemy side, the WZ tank destroyer at the end did over 3k. Let's have a look at that T30. Yeah, disappointing. It's really 2 damaging shots from the T30 there, so not a great result for them. And also the SU-130 PM not really contributing to the game, even though being there at the end. So anyway, great game there for Mage and his squad. But Mage fired 31 shots, which is pretty high level. Although the game did get extended a fair bit. It was a 14-minute game. 21 of the shots hit. He did certainly fire some blind shots there. 18 penetrated that lot, and he did fire as many standard shots as he could, but it ended up dipping into the premium ones. So that did cost him a little bit in terms of the cost of ammunition, but he had some personal reserves running, which is a good idea when you're playing the higher tiers and battle payments. So he ended up making a decent profit there of 53, nearly 54k. So anyway, great result all around for Mage. Thanks for the content. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.